What's up? What's happening? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Top. It's your boys, Jake, Tommy, and Luke. No Shet this week. He's out golfing, not splashing around in the old pool now this episode. But nonetheless, we still have some big wrestling stuff to talk about. We're coming off of Money in the Bank just a few weeks ago. Our episode from last week definitely didn't get corrupted or anything.
We talked all about it last week.
So that's down the drain now. So a little bit in the past, but we're still moving forward as we inch closer and closer to SummerSlam in Detroit, which is the worst destination for anything ever. I don't know why we're doing it in Detroit. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, fellas, how we doing?
Wonderful. Yeah, we're great.
Woo!
We're doing it's a little bit of a podcast after dark. It's 8:18 as we speak right now.
It is.
So that's fun. We're hanging out, enjoying a little late times with the boys, like it's throwback. Come on now. Great stuff.
I was going to say, it's almost past our bedtimes right now.
Almost. You know what we could do, too, throughout the podcast? I'll pull up. We'll do live reactions to Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah,
it's Wednesday. Yeah. You know what that means, man.
We usually record Tuesdays, so we get done right before NXT.
Tuesday, yeah. Now we have we can do a full reaction to NXT. We can do full recap, start to finish. Great stuff going on in NXT. I didn't watch it.
I was about to say, is there?
No, I mean there is, but I didn't watch it.
Was Von Wagner not on the he wasn't on the show?
He did a promo. He did something where he went deep and knew how he has the fans make him feel like he's himself again. And how he doesn't want to be the monster. He felt like he could be the monster because he got his head cut open or some shit.
Are we past that now? Are we past the head getting cut open?
No, this is the culmination, man.
This is long-term storytelling.
This is long-term. This has been going since we've been doing the radio show.
It's been going since he was born, really.
Yeah.
This is real.
His parents were like, yes!
We got a WWE superstar.
They said, HBK, write this down.
He's got like the crooked eye and everything. Von Wagner, surgery on head.
He booked that, and then when The Rock's daughter came out, he's like, okay, schism, done. Messed up head, done. This is our story. We're rocking with NXT.
We gotta love the old Shawn Michaels there.
Yeah, I guess.
What a guy.
He's cooking though next week.
He is.
Dom Mysterio is going to win a singles title.
I want them to pull up. This is off topic. I want them to pull up Cora Jade. I feel like she's done all she could in NXT.
I think she's probably done.
She's in a weird spot. She's feuding with fucking Dana Brooke. Like,
yep.
What are we doing?
That's when you know you hit rock bottom.
Was Natalya on Raw?
Might as well be feuding with Natalya, honestly. Yeah.
Was she on Raw this week?
She was on Main Event.
Was she? Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Shetler, that's the other thing. Shetler went to Raw on Monday. He went to Raw in Buffalo. So we'll get to talk about that a week later.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, awesome. Shetler went to Raw, it sounds like he had a blast. I don't know. I didn't watch Raw this week. I don't even know what happened on it.
It's pretty good.
I heard there was a fight. Wasn't there a backstage fight or something?
Maybe. I think it was a typical Raw, I feel like.
Or a heated altercation. Like a legit one. Like, I'm not talking like on the show.
Oh, I don't know.
Didn't Rollins want to fight somebody or some shit?
No, I don't think
Rollins
so.
was having a good time.
It sounds very AEW of Seth Rollins to want to fight somebody.
I was going to say.
That sort of stuff don't happen in the big leagues.
Tell
you that. Not with Seth freaking Rollins. But yeah, it was typical Raw. I mean, Judgment Day is. They say they run Raw, but it's for real. Like they really do run Raw every and even NXT now too. Not even just this week. Next week they're gonna be there, right? Dom is fighting
Wesley.
Yeah. Wesley, and then Finn. They keep on putting down Carmelo Hayes, man. What is going on? Can't get his win back on Finn Balor on Raw, and then he gets pinned by him again on SmackDown on NXT. It's kind of. I don't know how to feel about that with our NXT champ there.
I wonder if he's losing the belt here.
Who do you think?
Ilya Dragunov, right? Isn't that the match? They set it up last night.
Oh yeah, with because he knocked him down.
Yeah,
you think he loses it that quick?
I don't know. I wonder if they're ready for him to be up on Raw and SmackDown.
I was shocked he wasn't drafted. I thought a lot more NXT people were going to be drafted.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, with him losing to Finn, I just feel like with what Finn's doing on the main roster, I don't think he can lose to Carmelo Hayes right now. Like, I think it just buries him like a little bit more. So
then don't even put him in the match. Just have it be Dom and I don't know.
They got to do it for ratings. I feel like for NXT.
Yeah.
Tell me Dom isn't ratings. Dom is the show.
I mean before Dom, because didn't he do it like a couple weeks ago? No, Dom.
Yeah, that was on the
Dom was Mr. Monday Nights round.
Dominic.
He does go by Dirty Dom Mysterio now. I don't know how I feel it.
Yeah, he's like it's his birth name, much like Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh,
Michin Miyam.
Oh, did you guys watch back in the day? Did you watch David Dobrik by chance?
Yeah,
I did not.
Do you remember Dirty Dom for?
Yeah, the strange guy.
Yeah, the strange guy. Will leave that. That's all I could think about. When they say Dirty Dom. What's up?
Did he get canceled or something?
He's a pedophile.
Maybe.
Damn. His name's Dirty Dom. So
his name is
I didn't know that.
I gotta fact check that one before they put Dirty in front of his name. But
I guess. I mean, they've wanted to name people worse things. So
true.
It's
they
like
had the whole Gunther thing.
Yeah.
They've made they got 7 strikes when it comes to Gunther, man. It's just like once every pay-per-view, there's something where like this is actually Auschwitz, and it's like
they're like no.
What are we doing, man? Something about Gunther. I don't know what it is, but just make him be the ring general. Why does he got to be that other guy?
Well, speaking of Gunther, you guys were talking a little bit before we started recording, but it's looking like he will be going one-on-one with Drew McIntyre, who returned at Money in the Bank a few weeks ago. That's looking like it's going to happen at SummerSlam. And you guys were saying that you think Drew's going to take the belt off of him, especially with now that it's looking like there's some tension in Imperium between Baldy, Giovanni Vinci. They ended up losing this past week on Raw, and then Gunther just looked at him, left, and then Ludwig Kaiser actually, he was putting in his acting chops. He was looking very sad when he left Baldy on the ramp there. But Drew, you guys think he's gonna do it at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I got a feeling. I don't know. I think much like I just said about Carmelo Hayes, I think they're ready for Gunther to be. I don't know. Maybe probably get pushed up here to being a top dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I could see him holding the belt in the Mania, maybe. I don't know. I'm assuming the Seth Rollins belt. I don't think he'll hold the Reigns belt yet. But if he beats, I could just see him maybe potentially dropping the strap. I mean, I don't know how close is the Honky Tonks thing. Have they been teasing that on Raw at all?
I think he's still got a little ways.
Does he? Okay, then maybe
I could be wrong.
Because I think they want him to probably break the Honky Tonk Man's record. Because the fact that they don't really say that the Honky Tonk Man has the record much, I don't know. Maybe
and they don't talk about
they probably don't want him to be the record holder anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could see him. I could see it going either way. Maybe maybe Gunther beats him here and then Drew beats him at the next show. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have Drew win, or like who? If you had to choose, would it be Gunther or Drew walking
out of the two of them?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally probably prefer Gunther. But I'd like to see Drew McIntyre win that belt. I mean, the IC title feels pretty big. And, Drew McIntyre hasn't really won a belt in a while. In front of a crowd since, I don't know, like 2010 or something like that, when he won the IC belt first time.
No, he was NXT champ for a little while, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was a tag champ with Ziggler.
Was he?
I think so, for I want to say a month.
They were feuding
Ziggler?
with...
Yeah, because it was when he
feuding
first
with the Shield?
Yeah, I think it was Rollins and Ambrose, right? It was when Roman was out with cancer.
Yeah, no, it was
it
was Rollins and Ambrose, and Ambrose got hurt, and then it was Kurt Angle's son, Jason Jordan.
Oh, that's right.
That's right, his son. Forgot about him.
What a weird era of professional wrestling that was.
I love when there's like scrums in the ring or something, they bring all the security, and then you just see Jason Jordan come in. It's
and it prompts
one Easter egg.
He's holding his neck.
It prompts one tweet on Twitter to say that he should be back for an in-ring return or that he was underrated. Every single time. You see it'll be like, is that Jason Jordan? See, I always used to do it when me and my brother were younger. Because my brother was into wrestling when I was younger a lot. And he'd always go, look, there's Jamie Noble. Or, there's Davari or some shit like that. So it was always, Kenny Dykstra does it now, which I think is great. But yeah, I always keep an eye on who the road agents are because I always try to figure out who they are.
Curtis Axel, isn't he one of them?
Yeah, I think he's one of them now.
Yeah.
I think, what's his name? Oni Lorcan is one of them now. Oni.
Is he?
I think he is. I think they rehired him as a road agent, or maybe he's an NXT. I don't know. Him and Breeze, I think Tyler Breeze do the same thing.
Quick note. It looks like Gunther is about 60 days away, if I could do my math right. I think 59, actually. 59.
Is he the second guy? Is he the second
is
one?
the fourth.
Ooh, can I guess the two in front of him?
Yeah.
That aren't Honky Tonk Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is one of them's not Shelton Benjamin, is it?
No.
Okay. What are the eras?
Shelton is up here, though.
I was going to say Shelton's up there.
He had some good runs.
Do we have any...
All right,
Macho Man?
We're looking
Macho
at the
Man's a good
80s.
one.
Macho Man is 3. Yeah.
And then is Warrior the other one? Ultimate Warrior?
No.
Ricky,
Nope.
the Dragon.
Nope.
Is it a heel or a face?
I think
Or
he's
do
a
you know?
face. I think he's a
Oh,
baby
wow.
face.
Is it somebody that we grew up watching, or is it
No.
a long time ago?
No.
George the Animal Steel.
He won it in 1981.
George the Animal Steel did? Wow.
No.
Is it...
No.
Oh.
This guy.
This guy. I was like,
Yeah.
really? I didn't know he was an IC title. I don't know. Tito Santana?
No, it is.
Don Morocco.
No.
Is it Pat Patterson?
Don Morocco's right behind Gunther, though. He just passed him. It's not Pat Patterson either.
I don't know. I give up.
It is one Mr. Pedro Morales.
Damn.
Oh.
So Gunther, it says he's 395 days today. Randy Savage is 414. Pedro Morales is 425, and the Honky Tonk Man is 454. So he'd probably have to hold it till September, end of September, around then. So I don't know.
We'll see.
Getting close.
I think he breaks
We'll
it.
see. Yeah, probably.
I think he does.
Yeah. When's the first pay-per-view after SummerSlam? Is that in late September?
Is that
Probably.
Fastlane? I know that they were advertising Fastlane. It's like in Indiana or something.
Were they?
Yeah. It's like the first
Fastlane to
pay-per-view.
what?
That's like the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but to what though? Usually, isn't it like the show before Mania or some shit?
No, I think it's either in September or I think it's September. It's got to be, right?
Huh? Yeah, that's weird.
When is
What
SummerSlam?
is it?
The
It's
5th.
soon. Is it? Yeah, it's the 5th.
Yeah.
The 5th. Okay.
What's the show? What else are the shows before Survivor Series? Do they go overseas at all? Are they going to Saudi Arabia again? Does it say?
I think they are. I feel like usually
They are?
October's they do.
Yeah, that's last October. Jake got his favorite match ever of Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre.
No, my favorite match ever was on this NXT
Was
that
it?
we're watching. Yeah, it was one of the two. We'll have to wait and see, but for later on in the pod, me and Tommy, and potentially Shetler, not Luke, watched NXT Season 3, Episode 1, back when it was a game show. So that was fun.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
we got after SummerSlam, NXT in Your House, NXT Heatwave. We have Payback in September, Fastlane in October, Halloween Havoc, and then Crown Jewel is, they say it's assumed to be November 4th, and then November 25th is Survivor Series. And Survivor Series looks like that's the last pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, they stopped doing the
Before the
December
Royal Rumble.
ones.
No tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah.
No TLC, no Day One.
Damn. Day one was crazy. That was a great
That was
show.
a one-off.
Yeah, that was Roman Reigns has had COVID, didn't he?
Yeah.
You did.
And Big E got buried or lost the belt.
Yep.
And WWE
I
was
don't-
booking for a little while. It took up.
Did he get pinned?
Yeah.
I thought it was Rollins who got pinned by Brock.
Nah,
Not much.
Lesnar pinned
Okay.
Big E. They had to protect. It was Fatal 5-Way, right? It was Lashley,
Yeah.
Brock, Kevin Owens, Rollins, and Big E, right?
Yeah.
I know he pinned him because Brock has pinned every single African American WWE champion ever.
Yeah.
Which is there's not many to speak of. It's The Rock, Kofi, and Big E, but still.
What about Lashley? Did he pin Lashley?
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to have at some point.
I don't think to beat him for the title.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he did because Lashley won it back from him, didn't he? Before the Mania?
Lashley. So it went Big E, Lesnar, Lashley,
and then back to Lesnar.
The Miz was in there somewhere,
and then Lashley.
Was the Miz in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Miz was the year before.
That was 21. That was 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. So wait, I don't know, man. So hold up. So Lashley won it.
So yeah, so
to the Miz.
Here's what happened. So day one, Lesnar wins it. Yeah. Royal Rumble, Lashley wins it. At the Elimination Chamber, Lashley got hurt. Like they took him like out of the match for like no reason. That was the angle. So then Lesnar won it, and then fought Roman at Mania.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
And then we've never had another champion since.
Weren't they teasing Lashley and Brock at some point?
They did.
I believe they've been teasing that shit for like 20 years, man.
Yeah.
That's been teased forever.
I could have sworn before we were getting Lashley and Bray Wyatt, I thought it was supposed to be Brock and Lashley. That's what I thought they were going for.
Yeah, didn't they? They had a match, didn't they? And there was like a double low blow or some shit.
Yeah.
We watched it on the Perch.
Shit sucked.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did. We did. That was Elimination
Perch.
Chamber, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Elimination Chamber. And we watched one of the Elimination Chamber matches, the one that had Liv Morgan in it. I don't know who else was in it.
Was that the one where I had to keep running back and forth?
Probably.
I was gonna say because I don't remember watching a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you might not have. It might have just been me and Luke.
I think you were.
I don't think I saw a single second from that show outside of Sami Zayn. I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell at all.
Oh no! Didn't we wait to watch it when we got back home? We didn't watch it live.
We watched the main. I remember.
Okay.
And then we ran into Shetler out at and about.
Yeah.
And
out and about.
And
we
talked. Yeah, out and about. And we talked to him about the Sami Zayn match, and much like the rest of wrestling Twitter over the last like 4 months, he referred to it as cinema. Which is what everybody ever has referred to wrestling over in the last. Dude, I saw people try to call the Joe Coffey and Stack shit on NXT last night cinema. Come on, man. That makes no sense.
Schism versus
let me get this straight, right?
Throw him up.
Let me get this straight about my man Stacks from NXT. So the storyline is that Tony D got ratted into prison and went to jail. And it was meant to be that he's in jail so that he doesn't have to fight Gallus for the tag belts at the pay-per-view. So then Gallus fought like the Creeds or some shit. And it was revealed that Stacks was the one that snitched on Joe Coffey. Snitched on Tony D to Joe Coffey so that he could put Tony D in jail. But then, last week on NXT, Stacks went to go visit Tony D and said it was all part of the plan. The plan being that he was going to wrestle Joe Coffey, where if he won, Tony D was out of jail and they had a tag title shot. But if he loses, Tony D's in jail to serve the rest of his sentence. Now, how does that make sense? Because Tony D was not in jail to begin with. This is all Stack's fault. They were in line to get a tag team title shot.
Why is he in jail in the first place?
Because Stack snitched on him. It's like an elongated plan for them to get a tag title shot that could have went horribly wrong. When all he had to do was just not put him in jail.
Just trust the process. Trust the process.
It made no sense.
Yeah, you're right.
It made no sense at all. It's
long-term Shawn Michaels story.
Oh my god.
It's cinema. Okay, right?
Yeah, cinema. God cinema. Damn, man. I really like NXT, but holy shit was that. That made no sense.
I saw clips of that match, and I could not care less about Gallus. In fact, I didn't even know who they were outside of the ring. I don't watch NXT. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And you said Gallus. I was like, oh, that must have been who they were.
They like going to the pub. Going to the pub.
Is that them?
Yeah, it's them.
They're the brawling brutes.
Yeah, the Gallus boys on top.
Think about this. I had a theory, right?
An Austin theory.
An Austin.
Theory, yes. So with the Bloodline sort of in turmoil right now, and their faction not being as strong as they once were. Same thing with Judgment Day, because I think the split is coming soon. I think we're gonna get a Finn Balor babyface run at some point soon. That we need a new faction on the main brand right now, and Imperium's going down. I want Chase U with the Alpha Academy. You can make it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You could combine. You could make it the Chase U Alpha Academy. It doesn't matter. I think their vibes match each
Real
other.
Creative on the name choices.
Yeah. The Chase.
The Chase U Alpha Academy.
You put all of them in there. I think that could work wonders.
So what we're talking: Duke, Thea, Andre, Chase, and Maxine, Otis, and Chad Gable.
Yeah. You could have
a power struggle, man. We can't have. It's a power struggle.
That's a
they all report to Coach Gable. Thank you.
Whoa, not Andre Chase.
Oh, I was gonna say Andre Chase. You have
Andre Chase ain't doing that.
Yeah, Andre Chase is
not
gone.
Anybody. Andre Chase is his own boss. It's called Chase U, not Gable U.
Go watch some of Andre
Master
Chase.
Gable like that.
No,
Master Gable like
no,
that.
no. If anything, Chad Gable's reporting back to
Chad Gable taught Maxine Dupree how to do the single greatest suplex ever seen.
But did he teach a rookie in Thea Hale so much so that she tapped out the NXT Women's Champion? I don't see Maxine Dupree doing that.
I didn't see her tap out. I'm actually looking at the record books right now, and it says
it's just you and the ref that didn't see her tap out. Everybody else in the whole world saw Tiffany Stratton tap out.
No, I got into some real big arguments with my friend Kevin back at school because there was I think it was SmackDown after WrestleMania, or maybe it was WrestleMania, or maybe it was before, where Daniel Bryan tapped out Roman Reigns, but the ref didn't see it. And this is when he was first getting into wrestling, so he's like, "Oh, this is such bullshit." I'm like, "Kev, this is how it is." We would go on fight for months about that, saying that the ref couldn't see it. That bullshit, like. It was
what a mark.
What a mark, exactly, right? Also, I have another. Do you remember Mark from?
I remember Mark.
So I told him the other day because he was saying some stupid shit about wrestling. I said, Mark, it's so ironic that they call idiotic wrestling fans Mark, and I had to break the news. Like I had to break the news to him.
Oh man,
he thought I was playing with him. So I'm. Clearly
he's
not.
He's so innocent when it comes to wrestling. We cannot introduce him to the side of marks and fandom. Just let him enjoy Roman Reigns, and that's it.
We caught him. We caught him a couple times, throwing up the ones. And
I know.
Yeah.
I know. He's been doing it recently.
He's anti-bloodline, right, Mark?
He is big anti-bloodline. Wow. In fact, we watch Money in the Bank, and my friend Kevin, we watched it at Mark's house, and Kevin got up, left, didn't say a word to any of us as soon as he got pinned, and drove home. Just because Mark was pissing him off.
I love that, man. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
It was.
But bad over Roman Reigns getting pinned.
Dude, it gets real heated.
So also too, right? So a little side note for the fans at home: the four of us were meant to watch Money in the Bank together, but I couldn't get the time off work. I think Tommy, you might have not been able to get the time off work. It just wasn't working out.
Mm.
Yeah. So but just think about it, right? First match of the night was the Money in the Bank. How silent we all would have been if we watched that live together.
I was so pissed.
I think we would have probably watched something else.
Dude, they didn't even put him on the show last week.
No, he was doing pre-show stuff with Top Dollar.
It's crazy.
No, not Nada. Top Dollar.
I heard a rumor that Carlito's supposed to be re-debuting pretty soon, and that they didn't put him on this week's SmackDown because it was the Bloodline SmackDown, obviously. Can we talk about that actually?
Yeah, what'd you guys think of the trial?
I couldn't believe they went like an hour.
Yeah,
like the whole show is that.
I didn't really see it. I'll be honest. I saw the what did I see? I watched some clip on YouTube about it. I did not watch the whole thing though. I saw Solo put Jay through the table, or Jimmy. What was Jimmy through the table?
Yeah,
and then,
it was Jimmy.
How did it lead? Oh, Roman was gonna give Jay the tribal chief thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got down on one knee, he was crying, and then he, hit him with the low blow, and then they fought for like 20 minutes. Solo got Jay caught up in the ropes, made him he took his like jaw and like made him see Jimmy getting beat up or whatever. Now Jimmy's written off TV because he left in an ambulance. So he's gonna be gone. I'm guessing I'm guessing just to get the spotlight on just to get the spotlight more on Jay than him. Dude, I would kill for a Jimmy Uso heel turn on Jay Uso the night of SummerSlam. I want it. Give it to me.
I think.
Give me what I want.
I don't want him as a
tag
team.
Back?
No, I don't think he joins back.
They've done all they could as a tag team. Like they really did.
Jake, I know you were talking about Solo turning on Roman and going with the Usos. I think I'd rather just see Solo turn on him by himself and just not go with the Usos. I want to see him on his own because I think there's a lot of potential there with Solo.
I think you got to give him a mouthpiece though. Oh, Paul Heyman maybe turns?
Yeah, I was going to say
Roman
maybe
Reigns
Paul
babyface.
Heyman, and then like Roman Reigns is just sent off to Hollywood and then he comes back.
I saw Solo hold on to the thing.
Yeah, he held on to it for a while.
For a long time. Yeah. He held it for like 30 seconds.
They were setting up the cameras.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, I don't know. If there's one little gripe, and it's not a huge gripe at all that I have with the Bloodline stuff, is that I don't know, nobody else is like, I don't know, not a single soul ran down to go try to save Jimmy or Jay. Like, it's really just so secluded in its own little storyline at this point now that I don't know, there's nobody else that even makes sense to fit in it. You know what I mean? I mean, which is fine, but I don't know.
Unless it's The Rock.
Yeah, no, that's right. But I don't know. Does The Rock give a shit about the Usos?
I feel like something crazy is gonna happen at SummerSlam. Like,
so it's gonna be it's Jay and Roman at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and that's what it's looking like. Yeah,
for the belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Because at the end, so they had that first segment, and then the main event was also a Bloodline segment.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because Jay went with Jimmy to the hospital or whatever. They rode in the ambulance. And then Paul Heyman comes back at Roman. He says, my tribal chief, I heard Jay is back in the building. And then Roman says, okay, he can meet me in the ring, whatever. So Jay meets Roman in the ring, coming down like shoot style in through the crowd. And then takes out both of them, Solo, Roman. And then he holds up the belt. He says, I want you one-on-one. He was spitting. Jay, that might be my favorite Jay Uso promo ever because he was like, what did he say? Now I can't remember what he said.
Wow.
Yeah, it was riveting stuff. He said something about tribal. You know how this is tribal court? Well, I'm the judge, jury, and executioner. Something along those lines. So.
He didn't call him the tribal queef?
No.
Damn.
No.
Somebody's going to have to use that event. Did Drew McIntyre call him the tribal queef?
I think he did.
Well,
there was definitely a sign.
That's money
Sheamus
right
called
there.
Drew McIntyre a big hairy bollock one time. That was funny.
I need a sign of Roman eats corn the long way.
Somebody has had to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody's done that before.
I think they did it to Dominic, I want to say.
That's right. Dominic had it. Yeah. Dominic eats corn the long way. Have you guys seen the trend, too, on Twitter? Where people will be, like, at SmackDown or whatever, and they'll take a picture somebody will take a picture over their shoulder, and it's them watching the Deadlock podcast on their phone, and they'll say, like, boring-ass Tribal Chief segment, and it's them, they got the 3 dudes on it. Dude, people get super mad about that in the comments every single time.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah, like, they'll be like, well, you're taking a ticket away from, a hard-working fan. It's like...
A hard-working fan.
A hard-working fan. To go sit there and watch the Death. Dude, I'll be honest, sometimes that shit's boring. I have no problem with the Judgment Day at all. I actually think they're pretty solid. Mm-hmm. But it has been a single reason why I've not watched Raw or NXT in the last 2 nights, because I do not care to sit through 5 hours of TV with the main event of a Judgment Day match. It's been the same for since they've been on Raw. And like I say, I like Dominic a lot. I think Rhea Ripley's great, and Finn Balor's been pretty solid. I guess the stuff with Priest is pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. But man, I was like, I already know what this main event's going to be. It's going to be some sort of Judgment Day dudes against whoever, against
some random guys
Seth
put together. Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. I'm like, I don't want to sit and watch through that. And when I found out they were on NXT, I was like, ooh, I think I'm skipping NXT this week.
Are you also skipping next week?
Why are they back next week?
Well, Dominic's facing
Dom.
Lee.
I'll watch the Dom. I'll watch it for Dom because I'm curious to see who wins that. But these throwaway tag team matches, man, I do not give a fuck.
Yeah,
like at all that we're getting the Damian Priest.
How do you feel that they're putting a lot more main roster talent on NXT?
I like it. I do like it a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I really like NXT for that reason because I'm super. One of my biggest things about like watching wrestling is I like when the crowd is super into it. Like that'll make or break things. Like the crowd's reacting to it. I will 100% like be more so invested. Like that's why I don't really get invested in Raw or SmackDown or any of the weekly products, just because the crowd's just not there. Like they really don't seem to care half the time, and whatever. But I do like it because when these dudes show up in NXT, these crowds lose their shit. I know probably 98% of them are plants, but they lose their minds when Apollo Crews walks through the curtain. Man, you Von Rock came back. That's what I mean. Like these main roster dudes come down, so I do like it, and it's cool, especially when you've got guys on Raw and SmackDown that aren't doing anything, like Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, and Dana Brooke and Baron Corbin and guys like that just aren't doing anything. I'd much rather see them in NXT than doing nothing on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I do like it. I like it to an extent. Drew Gulak's down there too now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he?
So that's the Chase U traitor.
But,
yeah, what a dick.
Yeah,
him and William Regal's son. But I do like Charlie Dempsey. That's his kid.
Is it?
Kid. Yeah, that's his shoot kid.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
is it in the Performance Center or is it at Full Sail still? It's in the
I think it's in the Performance Center. I don't think they do Full Sail anymore, which I miss a lot. I wish they'd go back to Full Sail.
Full Sail was cool.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And I could be wrong in saying this, but I semi remember right before the pandemic happened, NXT ran a show in the Performance Center. It was like a fan appreciation night, where like they did an actual show, like full crowd in the Performance Center, and that was the last WWE show with a crowd, and they were just stuck in the Performance Center for like the next year and a half until now, if you want to think for NXT. So it's just kind of crazy that like Full Sail didn't really get like its full goodbye. They got like, imagine being a loyal Full Sail fan and being like, well, all right, NXT's gone this week, but they'll be back next week, and then they never come back. It's been 3 years, and they have not been back.
You think students got discounts and stuff to go there? Wait,
I think so. I think Aaron Blank wanted to go there. I could be wrong in saying that, but I'm pretty sure Aaron Blank was either wanted to go there or was supposed to go there. I don't remember, but I don't know if it was for wrestling. I think it was just. I think they're really good. What's film?
Well, aren't they a broadcasting school too?
They might. I think they are.
I think they're just media and the arts school. Like they have a ton of shit.
I always thought it was an online only. I didn't think it was an actual campus, but I guess I was wrong.
I thought
Full Sail was cool. It's funny, right? Me and my dad and my brother and my mom. I should have said my family. We all went down to to Florida. Like we go every. I don't know. We went once a year for baseball spring training. Like I don't know, like 4 years in a row. Back when I was younger. Back when I was like middle school or early high school, and 1 year we went and saw an NXT show, like a house show. We went to this air base or this like I don't know, like a Navy National Grid thing. We went there to see a show, and I think the main event was like some 4-way tag. But like I remember a few guys that were on the show. Like I remember seeing Andrade before he was Andrade, and guys like that.
Almas?
Yeah, he was. I forget I don't know what they were wrestling under, but I remember seeing like Oni Lorcan. He was something else. But yeah, it was cool, and I always wish like I watch these NXTs every week. I'm like, damn, I wish I was there. Like I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Go to an NXT show.
I think
just with the fellas.
With the fellas.
That'd be
throwing
awesome.
Up the twos.
Screw WrestleMania. We should just go down for NXT.
Yeah, we're gonna throw up the twos if we go to NXT.
Dude, hold up. Actually, I might run it by Griswold because if we get nominated for a CBI because it's in Orlando. Maybe we'll go down, and maybe I'll talk him into going to see NXT. If it's during the week, maybe. We'll see. I hope. That would be awesome. I think Grizz would be so down to go see NXT.
That'd be really cool.
Oh, Grizz would love
that. Tell him, just call up Jill. Just call up Jill Plan.
Good point. I got to call Jill.
There you go. There.
But speaking of NXT.
Oh, God.
Let's get right on into it, fellas. The reason everybody listens
get right
to our
into it.
podcast in the first place is for our weekly
everybody.
reviews. Everybody.
All
6 of them.
everybody. Yeah, I was going to say.
6 of them.
All 20, maybe. Top.
Fair warning.
Appreciate it, though. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah, big time. I did not watch
Appreciate
this week's episode, this throwback episode. So this is all going to be new to me. And I'm very excited to see how you guys tell this story.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to tell the story of NXT Season 3, Episode 1, which is also known as the all-girls season of NXT. So for those of professional wrestling fans that might be younger or do not know what NXT once was before the black and gold era and guys like Tommaso Ciampa and Bo Dallas ruined it forever, it was once a game show that featured the future of NXT or WWE in general, which once featured guys like Darren Young and
David
Percy
Otunga.
Watson and greats like Lucky Cannon and
Brutus
Cottonwood, Brutus Clay. So today we're talking a little bit about NXT Season 3, which was the first ever all-girls season. So, Luke, you pulled up did you pull up a segment-by-segment recap?
This doesn't have the exact episode. It kind of just has the whole rundown of the entire season.
Okay.
So
we could have. So, Tommy, do you want to run through it, or I can?
Why don't you go back and forth?
Yeah, we can go back and forth a little bit. All right, so I'll let you start.
I was gonna say, so I took some notes for it. This is the first time I took notes because the other episodes I kind of remembered most of the stuff.
Yeah. Such a forgettable episode.
It comes in. Michael Cole's excited, saying how this is the first all women's NXT, and he's
so fake excited. He's not excited.
And then he goes to Josh Matthews. He goes, "You get to learn how to be a WWE diva, Josh." And then they bring out the pros first, right?
Yeah, so each pro comes out individually and introduces each of their rookies. So the rookies versus the pros. Or not rookies versus the pros. Like the pros with their rookies. We had the Bella Twins, who introduced Jamie. We had Goldust, who introduced Oksana. We had Kelly, who introduced Naomi. We had Primo, who introduced AJ Lee. And then we had Alicia Fox, who introduced Maxine. And then Vicky Guerrero had 3 question marks. We did not know going into this episode who was going to be the rookie for Vicky Guerrero. So that was the big cliffhanger to get you to tune in as to who was going to be the new Vicky Guerrero rookie. But yeah, Primo, by the way. Go ahead. You're going to say something? I got to talk about Primo.
I was going to say when they were coming down the ramp, Michael Cole was giving facts of everyone. I'm talking about Primo, and then we'll go back to what Michael Cole was saying about everyone.
Yeah, so I wasn't paying attention for the intro, so I knew who a majority of these rookies were. I knew who was going to come out. I did not know who the pros were. So then I hear this crazy ass theme song that I don't even know how to describe it, but it was a deep voice speaking Spanish at the start, and it said something about Primo, and then this funky little Copacabana type beat comes in, and you had a woman singing about Puerto Rico in a very high voice, while this guy was doing ad libs, and he was just going, "Yeah, Primo, yeah," throughout the entire song. And then Primo walks out with popped collar, cuffs popped, jeans, boots, and a crazy ass necklace.
He had the big necklace, didn't he?
I'm looking at it right now.
And he was dripped out crazy. And then he introduces CM Punk's wife. And I was like, this guy is the GOAT. I don't remember singles. I don't remember singles Primo at all.
Was there ever singles Primo?
Apparently.
I think Carlito got fired. Was. And then they brought in Epico later, yeah.
They just had straight Primo here.
What was their side note? I know they were called Primo and Epico at one point, but what was their other one when not the Matadores one?
Oh, they were the Shining Stars.
The Shining Stars.
Yeah, they were. What were they? Timeshare salesmen. And they got like. Remember when they just returned randomly on SmackDown with a new Edge? And they got like. Then we never saw them again. Yeah, crazy, man. These dudes were employed. We're talking.
Years.
Primo got released in 2020.
Yeah,
this is 2010. Primo's got like 13 years.
Do you know why he got released?
Stone Cold had like 7. How'd he get released?
So he missed a drug test, and they were
because he wasn't there, was he?
He wasn't there. Yeah, I don't think he was in the country, right? He was like he missed his drug test, and they were like, "Well, we're doing cuts anyways." So
yeah, they got rid of Primo and Epica. But yeah, and then so now all the rookies are in the ring, with their pros, and it's so bizarre, right? So also Vicky Guerrero introduces her diva, Caitlyn, and she says she fired her old rookie diva because she was taller than her. And I don't know if like what this was about, but there was an older rookie diva who was taller than Vicky Guerrero apparently, and she got moved off of the show. So they must have announced, right, who her original diva was.
Yeah, and they took her right away. Like they took her off right away.
Fair enough. But yeah, then they're all stood in the ring, and I don't know. This Caitlyn comes out as well. She's the diva for Vicky Guerrero. Side part going crazy as well, and throughout the entire episode for Caitlyn. Yeah, Caitlyn's side part is crazy going across her head. She's like,
she's taller than I'm watching it right now. First off, they're all dancing for no reason.
That's what I was gonna say. When they're in the ring, like grinding to the music or whatever they're doing, Caitlyn looks so uncomfortable. Like you could just tell she did not want to do this.
I was gonna say,
it is crazy.
When they all start dancing in the ring, I was like, "Oh, this is just like an average night at the Ferris wheel right now."
That's what I mean. This is like it's literally
watch
like,
out for.
It's bizarre.
Yeah,
like,
hands up.
Yeah.
Hands up.
This is 2010, man. Like I can't believe how they're still doing this. But either way, all the divas are in the ring. Stryker is the host, by the way.
Yeah, he got demoted.
Yeah, he's the host. He's no longer the color commentator for NXT. The commentary duo is Josh Matthews and Michael Cole. And Matt Stryker's in the ring, and he's going to give each of the divas 30 seconds to talk about themselves and intro themselves. So we start off with Caitlyn, who grabs the microphone and calls Matt Stryker handsome. And Cole laughs maniacally in the background. Caitlyn then says she's not the girl next door. She actually lived 2 houses down. She says she is the reason that your mailbox will explode on the 4th of July. And she's also the type of girl that will give you your first kiss and then gives you a wedgie right after. And Cole says Josh Matthews can relate. So already, crowd is booing progressively louder and louder for this poor girl who's probably never cut a promo in her life. And she says she is the homecoming queen and the class clown in the same night. And she hopes to capture the heart of... She clearly didn't write out an exit to this promo as well, because she says she hopes to capture your heart, NXT Season 3. Hands the mic back. That was her promo. So that great finish for Caitlyn. Any comments there, Tommy? You have anything else to add about this Caitlyn promo?
I was going to say, it was so bad, Vicky was like, no, you're cutting that again. You got to do that again.
Because I was starting to get fired up because we were about to hear from Oksana.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, before they bring everyone down, the introduction for everyone. Did you see, for Primo, he describes AJ Lee as a firecracker.
Yep.
And then Jamie likes the Twilight Saga, has a lot in common with Josh Matthews, according to Michael Cole. And then Maxine is the meanest of the mean.
Yeah, the meanest. I've never seen anybody meanest.
And then
God,
they did nothing for like Oksana. They were like, yeah, she's with Goldust. They didn't say anything.
They didn't let her say anything.
And then for Caitlyn,
she's got a showcase match later on in the show.
Yeah.
So we don't have to put Oksana. We get more of Oksana.
But for Caitlyn, Michael Cole goes, Matt Stryker's smitten with her right now. And then was just disgusted at Matt Stryker. But I mean, I was kind of like they're making her do another promo. I was like, we can't get this shit over with.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna like immediately be like, nah, screw you, Vicky. She literally cuts the exact same promo again.
Just like different
does
wording.
It over.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder how much of this show was scripted and how much of it was like, nah, you guys are thrown out to the wolves. Like these guys all had to cut a promo here, and Caitlyn did not bat an eye. She did not do it. Vicky Guerrero said, "You do it again," and Caitlyn said, "Okay," as if she was in the back at training class with Dusty Rhodes. She recut that same exact promo and said that she's happy to have Vicky Guerrero as a pro, and that she will give everyone a wedgie. And then Cole says, God, I'm so happy Vicky Guerrero stepped in on that one. Michael Cole was probably the best part of the show. He was the best. Go ahead. Luke.
I like heel Michael Cole because clearly Vince is not in his ear in this because Vince doesn't give a fuck what's going on here. But I like heel Michael Cole when he could just be free and say whatever the fuck he wants. He's funny as hell.
I could be wrong. I think this is the only time we get free heel Michael Cole is on NXT. You know Vince McMahon was not watching this shit, nor did he care. And we eventually get CM Punk on commentary for NXT Season 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a great call later on. Somebody hits a spear, and CM Punk loses his mind on commentary. I don't know who it is. I think it's Maxie, but now it steps the GOAT.
It's not Caitlyn?
Go ahead.
Wasn't that her?
Oh, maybe it might have been Caitlyn. I have no idea.
I think that was
props to you for remembering Caitlin's finisher.
I don't think Caitlyn.
I don't remember it at all.
Luke, there was 2 matches on this card, and I don't think Caitlyn was in a match.
They lasted a total of maybe 6 minutes of the entire show. There was no action.
I'm skipping to it.
Yeah,
I'm watching it in the background.
Yeah, in steps the GOAT, takes the microphone. Here comes Oksana, who is on another level here, and she grabs the microphone and says how she is the $1 billion baby from Lithuania, and she's here to follow her dreams and her heart, and she loves double E. And it's she loves double E. And it's a very Rock-esque promo here from Oksana.
Is it?
Because she is only talking about Oksana in the third person. So everything. Oksana is here because Oksana wants to follow Oksana's dreams and Oksana's heart. And
we need an Oksana return. 2K23.
Oksana, I think out of everybody on this show, there's only one that doesn't make it to Raw or SmackDown. I think everybody here.
I think Jamie's the only one that hasn't.
Yeah, Jamie did not have too much of a successful career at WWE, that's for sure. But Oksana makes it. She dates Teddy Long for a while.
She does.
And Antonio Cesaro.
I was going to say, wasn't she the manager for him for a little while?
Yeah. And she had a great theme. Do yourself a favor and look up Oksana theme song. And tell me that is not the greatest serenation of a saxophone you've ever heard in your life. But she says that her favorite colors are black and Goldust jizzes himself on that exact. He starts going, like in the background. And she refers to him as a second-generation superstar, which is true. But I don't know if anybody has ever referred to Goldust as a second-generation superstar. It just seems like one of those things, much like I don't know, like Bo Dallas, that they'll never refer to as a second-generation superstar. Cody Rhodes will always get referred to as a second.
Who's Bo Dallas? Who's his dad?
IRS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it IRS?
Also,
yeah. And he's Bray Wyatt's brother as well.
So IRS is also Bray Wyatt's, or is it? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Dad, okay.
Rotunda. Yeah. And then she ends it with what might be the greatest line that we will ever run across here in our 4 episodes that we've done this podcast. She says, dead face into the camera, I am here to entertainment you. And then she winks, and the buzzer goes off in the background. You hear, as soon as it's over. So then Maxine steps in, and she's the meanest of the mean because she talks in the most monotone voice. That's what makes her mean. What were you gonna say, Tom?
You catch what? So before like the promo even starts, she just goes, "What'd you just say?"
Yeah, and the crowd pops. Yeah. I was surprised they didn't start going USA. USA. Maxine is the heel, and Oksana is the face, and I believe that so far is the most clear 2 that we've seen. Is that Maxine is definitely a heel and Oksana is definitely a face. But yeah, we're cheering Maxine, booing Oksana. So Maxine then says she has 3 senses. Luke, do you want to try to guess the 3 senses that Maxine has?
Sense of smell, maybe.
No.
Sense of sight, maybe. Can she see?
No.
Not even
She
close.
can see, but it wasn't referenced in this promo.
Okay, what are they?
So she has a business sense,
Nice.
street sense,
Mm-hmm.
and common sense.
Okay.
Something that the rest of these NXT rookie divas do not have.
Oh,
She says she is not average. That she is a triple threat. A triple threat in a skirt.
I was gonna say you got to get the last part in there.
And that the only position for her is on top. And Noam Dar was watching this episode of NXT back in 2010 and wrote this shit down saying, I'm going to use that. And yeah, also that as well. What do we mean by that,
What do you
Maxine?
mean by that?
Alicia Fox.
What do you mean by that, Maxine? The only position for her is on top. And then big buzzer. And in steps AJ Lee, who is by far, well, no, maybe not by far. Like I say, by far had the most successful WWE run out of anybody on the show. But Naomi might be it. One of those two. Either way, she says one word, and Michael Cole is gagging on commentary. He hates AJ. He cannot stand her. He says, somebody seriously needs to huck Maxine, says AJ Lee. And then she says, she has done nothing but dream of being a diva. And she's like moving very Worm-esque throughout this entire promo. She cannot stand still. And Michael Cole is grunting. He is so mad. He is so disgusted. But you'd think, right, Michael Cole's the heel and Josh Matthews is the face in this whole entire thing. No. Josh Matthews then says, God, here we go, another dreamer. And he's buried her too. They double down on this poor girl who just loves WWE. And they say, we cannot have this anymore. You fucking bark, AJ Lee. And so she talks about how she wants an action figure with exaggerated body measurements, and she cannot wait to be WWE Women's Champion. And then Michael Cole says, her dream is coming true. And Michael Cole asks, can I change my pick? Which, I don't even know if he picked, I don't know when he picked AJ Lee as such a winner. Maybe they did a segment on Raw, but
I think this is when he's hating on Daniel Bryan 2010, so they
obvious
weren't in cahoots yet.
But that's what I mean. It's so obvious they're trying to do the Daniel Bryan thing with AJ Lee again here. Or Caitlyn. Like, they're just... This is dog shit, is what it comes down to. They had no plan here.
No.
This is probably the... Yeah. This is probably the biggest dumpster fire for 10 weeks that WWE has ever put on. And it's nobody's fault but themselves. These poor girls, all 6 of them, had no right being out on TV. Because then we get the newest inductee into the Natalia Hate Club. In steps Jamie. And she is the worst one of the show, and it's not even close.
But Jake,
and I hope she's doing well in life.
Jake, she's nice though.
Dude, she sucks, man. I couldn't believe this. So she's wearing like knee-high cowboy boots with a jeans skirt. She's jacked. She's got like a Karen haircut. And I think like a white tank top on. And this is supposed to be the biggest babyface of the show. She's with the Bella Twins, who everything they say, they have to then like fondle themselves up and down their body, Goldust style, at this point in their careers. And Jamie says it's an honor to compete in front of the WWE Universe. She says she's never put in anything less than 110% into anything she does. And I kid you not, I paused the video at this point to write my notes. And I was going to write that she sounds like she is reading off of a cue card. And I press play, and immediately Michael Cole goes, she reading off teleprompter? And I couldn't believe it. That I had the same exact material as Michael Cole 2010 style.
Wow.
But this is not the end we see Jamie tonight. We see so much more of Jamie as the night comes in. And then we get what should have been the clear-cut winner from the start, Naomi. She looks the part. She's got everything going. and she says that WWE has been missing her right from the start. She says she will not be intimidated by anybody. She says talk is cheap and actions speak way louder than words. She killed everybody in this one promo segment. She was by far the best one of this entire 6 of them, and it was not even close.
I was gonna say it's ironic how she says that she's a fighter and won't back down from anything unless it's a tag match against people who are unsafe in the ring. Though, it's so ironic.
That is 12 years later, man.
Like looking back at like what happened in like this promo, it's like, huh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, man, this woman is here. And she's about to fuck up the WWE in 12 years' time. She's about to throw a wrench.
Wait, she left because she was with unsafe wrestlers? I thought they left.
Wasn't it? It was booking decisions.
That was the whole thing.
I thought they
were upset.
They were splitting them up, weren't they?
They were upset that whoever they were working with at the time was unsafe in their eyes. They were like, oh, we don't have time to put together a good match, and they're unsafe. We don't want to work with them. And then they left.
Wait, Nia Jax wasn't in the company last year?
No, it was somebody else, wasn't it? Wasn't it like Dewdrop or something?
It was it was someone like, was it Shayna Baszler?
Maybe, I don't know. It was somebody, but
I thought they were gonna have Sasha versus Naomi as the tag champions to go and face whoever the champion was.
That's what I thought too. That it was supposed to be like one of them was like Naomi was gonna wrestle Ronda, I think, and then Sasha was going to wrestle, I don't know, whoever the Raw Women's champ, maybe Bianca Belair.
Yeah, and they were doing nothing for the tag titles.
And they were doing nothing, and they got real mad. And I'm sure maybe they were like, well, you can wrestle Dewdrop, or you can wrestle... we'll put you in the ring with...
Dana Brooks back here.
There's something that's really dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think what's the most ironic about this is Michael Cole says Naomi is the best. And then 12 years later on Raw, he's saying how disappointed he is on Naomi and Sasha Banks that they just walked out, they took their ball and went home.
I can't believe Vince made them say that. That was wild.
It's bizarre, but that's it. You Make the Rain Fall by Kevin Rudolph starts playing over the loudspeakers. Great theme song. Excellent choice. They couldn't just keep the We Are Wild and Young for the women. They had to go get a women version of the song.
They're dancing going into the commercial and then also dancing coming out of the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
It's just straight dancing. Straight dancing.
We got a dance challenge.
Right back in.
Yeah.
First Rookie Diva Challenge is a dance challenge. Woo!
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yep. So Matt Stryker, ultimate ball licker here, is putting over how WWE divas need to be strong, sexy, and smart in order to succeed. So instead of having them have matches against each other to prove immunity or to see who might be the best at being a diva, they're going to dance. And that's how we're going to find out who the next WWE diva is going to be. The NXT concept could have worked early on, but they had it so ass backwards where they should have just went, all right, this is the main event tonight. Whoever wins the most matches becomes immune, instead of whoever can grab the flag the fastest is the most immune, because that has nothing to do with being a rookie diva. But whatever. So he says, first up is Naomi. But Naomi, before you start, you need somebody that is going to help you out. You need a dance partner. And I could have put money. I would put a house down that Hornswoggle's ass was about to waddle his way down this fucking ramp and dance with these girls. But instead he goes, Michael Cole! So Michael Cole gets up and he goes, all right, I've been waiting for this. And he takes off his headset and he throws his leg up on the desk and he's got full ballerina slippers and high knee socks.
He's got leg warmers.
What is he wearing?
He's got lederhosen on, yeah. And Matt Stryker does maybe the worst bit of comedy that I've ever heard in my life, because this man makes 3 jokes within maybe a 20-second period, and not a single person in that arena laughed or even smiled. They did not land.
Pure silence.
But yeah, pure silence. I mean, it was terrible. But yeah, so Naomi then throws ass on Michael Cole for 30 seconds.
That was crazy. I just watched.
I was gonna say, she's doing like high leg kicks.
What?
Yeah, she she is going through her full routine here. Michael Cole brings nothing to the table. There's the same music plays over and over and over for this segment. And she's done. And the crowd's super into Naomi here because she could dance the most. And then in steps the charisma vacuum, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's her turn. It's her turn to dance next. And they might as well have just put Plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie out there to do dance moves because Jamie moved nothing other than her arms and like a little bit of her legs. She tried to do the same thing as Naomi did. But we used to see
this dance like every Saturday and Friday night. From
she's just
people.
doing this the entire time, but like she's half-assing it. It's horrible. Yeah, a little bit of that. It's just she is half-assing it. There is nobody that is into this at all. Josh Matthews it's brutal. Josh Matthews midway through Jamie's dance routine just now realizes that Michael Cole is wearing ballerina shoes and lederhosen. Didn't realize it when he was walking to the ring or when he got into the ring or when he was dancing with Naomi. Realized it when he was dancing with Jamie. So Jamie gets the buzzer. She goes back in line. Crowd is stunned silent. And then Matt Stryker tells Michael Cole, you need to take a break. And Michael Cole goes back to the announce desk and he says, if only we could get somebody else to come into the ring. And he says, how about this fat fuck Tony Chimmel comes into the ring and dances with these girls. And Michael Cole and Josh Matthews go, God, Chimmel's going to get gassed before he walks in the ring. We need to reinforce the steps before he steps in the ring. I'm like, dude, there is 8 women in the ring right now. Tony Chimmel at his 240 pounds is not going to push this thing over the limit. They just hate Tony Chimmel. He has a hat somehow. I don't know.
He's got a fedora.
Michael Cole gave him the fedora.
Yeah.
Michael Cole gave him the fedora.
My man Tony's having the time of his life right now.
Oh, my God. AJ Lee's next up, and she grinds on Tony Chimmel. This was actually pretty funny. This was actually really good. Because AJ is just trying her best here, and Chimmel's really hamming it up as well. And this was pretty solid. This was AJ got robbed here in this one. She was the best one. She gets set back in the line, and in comes Maxine, who's wearing a skirt with like Urkel things on, one of the suspenders. And she starts strip teasing on Tony Chimmel. She peels one of them down. She starts going like this, and the crowd start. You hear a couple guys whistling to the crowd, and then she just busts into a Matrix move, like a Bray Wyatt 2014. She goes
all the way back.
All the way back. It makes no sense. Again, Matthews and Cole, they cannot put over Maxine. They can't say, wow, she's so flexible. That would make a great WWE diva. They got to say, nah, Tony Chimmel is so fucking fat, man. This fat bastard. Fuck this guy. They can't stand Tony Chimmel, man. And then she goes back, or she's done. Chimmel's out of the ring now. Big pop for Chimmel on the way out. And then it's time for one more dance partner. And who could it be to come to the ring other than Josh Matthews? And he gets into the ring John Cena style, hard slide.
He is running. He threw off his headset.
Dude, that was me because they're saying the first one's up Oksana. You know, he's counting his days. Okay, so Maxine's going to be dancing with Tony Chimmel.
Yeah.
And then I can go with Oksana. The minute he said, Josh Matthews going down, this dude hit the ring, shoot in there. He's ready to go.
He was ready to take a bump. And that's how ready he was.
And Matt Stryker goes, whoa, Josh Matthews, former Tough Enough competitor.
Yeah.
And then gets him in the ring. And he starts doing a nice waltz with Oksana.
I was just say they ballroom dance.
Ballroom dance. And Michael Cole goes, oh, this guy. God damn, what a virgin freak. Josh Matthews.
Michael Cole goes, he's the stud, and this is awful to watch and brutal for him right now.
Yeah, he does nothing. Oksana goes back in line. Josh Matthews gets on a knee, I think, at some point. For some reason.
It was looking like he was going to propose to her.
Yeah, that's later on in the season, from what I remember. That Oksana gets proposed to by somebody else later on in the season, I believe. But yep, Oksana's back in line, and now in steps Caitlyn, and they start immediately busting out into the robot. Start doing a little bit of this. It was horrible. They're popping and locking crazy style. Caitlyn starts doing the Elaine from Seinfeld dance, which Seinfeld is already a dated reference in 2010, let alone in 2023. So nobody got this. The crowd is not into Caitlyn yet. They do not care. Because that was the other thing, too. Caitlyn takes off her shoes for this and hands them to Matt Stryker. And Matt Stryker says, oh, thank you, pumpkin. Like, not... Yeah, like not trying to ham it up, not being sarcastic. Just this is him being as Matt Stryker as he could be, taking it back. And, I cringed. This was one of many times where I cringed throughout this entire episode.
It was rough.
And, yep, big boos for Caitlyn.
Did you catch what Michael Cole said during the Caitlyn dance about Josh Matthews? He goes, Josh Matthews acts like a nerd and has no rhythm when he dances.
Which is very true, but you can say that for everybody in this entire ring outside of Naomi.
Who is Josh Matthews with now? What company?
Unemployment.
Right now? I think he's with Impact still. I don't think he's on air, but I think he does a lot behind the scenes.
Huh.
Could be wrong. He was terrible. I used to watch TNA a lot. Like growing up and stuff, and I always talk about Mike Tenay and Don West as like they're my go-to like favorite commentary duo of all time. And then they brought in Taz for a while because Don West I think he was probably just doing something else in life. And then they moved to a different network and changed like everything, like the set, everything was different. And they brought in Josh Matthews instead of Mike Tenay, and this man had no charisma. He used to do this thing before, like, when a 3 count would happen. So, like, for example, like, I remember I watched Slammiversary 2020 back during the pandemic, so there's nobody in the crowd. And it was a big surprise as to who the 5th band was going to be or whatever in this match, and it was Eric Young. And the last 2, it's Eddie Edwards in the ring against whoever, I don't know, Mooks or some shit. And he's got him in the pin. And as he's counting, the first count he goes, and I'll do it, he goes, we have a new TNA champion. So the 3, when he hits down, he's already done his call. And that used to irritate the shit out of me. Like, he was choreographing everything before it happened. He did this every match. He'd be like, and Drew Galloway has just become the Impact champion. And it's like, why are you doing that, man? You're taking me so out of the moment by doing that. And now they got Tom Phillips, and I think Tom Phillips has done great on Impact. I think he's been awesome. I mean, I don't watch it, but I think he's been great from the clips that I've seen. But Josh Matthews peaked when he was getting possessed by The Undertaker in 2000. What
was that, 2005? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, Tommy. I know you're an avid Deadlock listener like myself, and they just reviewed literally the episode after the one that we reviewed, the Bischoff trial.
Oh, God.
They just did the next episode of SmackDown. And it was very weird to hear them all talking about the stuff that we talked about. That was the first time that's happened. Where
we're overlapping.
We're overlapping, man. I know we're ripping them off completely.
They're listening.
They're ripping us off.
They're ripping us off. Yeah, they are ripping us off. But getting back to it, Matt Stryker then says, all right, let's hear big votes because the WWE Universe gets to decide who won this dance competition. Big pop for Naomi. Woo. And then they go, Jamie! And you hear, boo! Like, big Dom Mysterio level boos. Like, they do not care. I thought we were going to hear, like, silent, maybe a couple cheers. Nah, boos. I was shocked to hear boos for this poor girl. Naomi wins. Cole does a big pop. And as they're heading to break, Josh Matthews goes, well, you know what Naomi spelled backwards is? If you guys want to break that down in your head right now. I'm on. Yeah.
Nice. Good one.
That was funny. Good one, Josh Matthews.
Ha
ha. So Josh Matthews hits the joke. That lands. Then Then we go to break, and I wrote this down. We are 19 minutes into this 45
Oh, my God.
Show. We are not even close to being done. I know I'm dragging out this review, but if I had to sit through this 45 minutes of shit, so does everybody that's listening at home. They need to listen to me talk about it for 45 minutes. But we get back, and we get our first match of the night. It is Maxine and Alicia Fox versus Naomi and Kelly Kelly. And you already know this match is going to be popping off when Kelly Kelly is the veteran of this match.
Woo.
So,
is she in the Hall of Fame?
Gotta be.
Is she?
Randy Orton is a big
I think she
supporter
might
for
be.
her.
I feel like she might be too.
Oh,
yeah.
is there history there?
Yeah.
Kelly Kelly, man. She was on that show with she dated an NHL guy for a while.
She's Hall of Fame class 2020.
God damn, that's crazy.
They said, you're going in, Batista, you're going to have to sit this one out.
Yeah, Batista, man. Batista heard that Kelly Kelly was going in. He was like, what?
Get me out of here.
Who's going in? No.
Yeah.
You said Kali too? No, I'm not going in.
Yeah,
Fuck
you got
that.
PTSD after you heard Kali.
Yeah. But we get the cool SmackDown 2016 camera from like one of the, you know what I'm talking about, Tommy? Where like it comes in from the side, like it's like above the far left ring post, like that.
Mm-hmm.
They used that for SmackDown for a while, and I wonder if they got that from them.
It's like the NFL cameras on like the lines.
Yeah, it's like on a big thing that comes.
The cable,
but, yeah, that
Merrick?
dork. But we get a big Kelly Kelly head scissors because that was her trademark. We get like 3 in a row from Kelly Kelly to start the match.
Nice.
And then we get the tag, double tag. In comes Naomi. In comes Maxine.
What is Maxine wrestling in, by the way?
She's got like a skirt on.
She's a triple threat, man.
Yeah,
she's
a triple threat, man.
Oh, is that her gimmick that she wears skirts?
Her gimmick is she's a triple threat in a skirt.
Ah.
She's not an average person.
She can do it all.
Yeah.
And she can wear a skirt while doing it. But Naomi hits her first ever televised rear view. Maxine kicks out at 1, so the rear view is immediately buried. No sold it. Josh Matthews compares Maxine to a mutt because she has several different nationalities.
What?
What? He goes, yeah, so Maxine is, I don't want to get her nationalities wrong, but he calls her like a mixed breed mutt because she has multiple different ethnicities.
That's crazy.
And Michael Cole, of all people, calls her out, and then he goes, what? She enjoys salsa dancing, and she's very intelligent and confident. So that's what we got on Maxine so far.
Nice.
Said she would be a private investigator if wrestling was not a thing. And then we get the finish of this match. Tommy, do you want to walk us through what the fuck happened at this finish?
I didn't watch the match. I'll be honest.
You didn't?
I told you that.
God. So
I just watched this.
I thought you watched one and didn't watch the other.
I don't think I watched either of them.
Oh, well, you missed this finish. So I don't know what moves hit, but are you watching it now, Luke? Is this your live
what the
reaction?
fuck just happened? What just happened?
So clearly Kelly Kelly and Alicia Fox, who are the veterans of this match, were meant to break up this pinfall at the end. The referee counts 3 anyways. Kelly then gets Alicia Fox out of the ring. The bell rings. You hear, holla, 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 holla. So the music's playing. And then Naomi starts shooting on Maxine and puts her in a headlock position. Or a suplex position, and the referee's got to step in and go, guys, the match is over. Kelly and Alicia Fox are outside brawling still. And then finally they get everybody separated, and the match is over. Cole's confused. Matthews is confused, and he goes, and then Josh Matthews just goes, well, despite the loss, Maxine looked great in that ring tonight. You got nothing to hang your head on there for Maxine. And I'm thinking, God damn, man, these poor girls, this is probably like their third match ever. And Brother Love was back there saying, guys, this is the finish. It's kick out, break up, suplex, pin, take it home. And when they didn't get that pin right, these 2 girls were like, what do? We got to do the suplex still at the big spot. So, these poor...
Why did the ref count? Oh, wait, never mind. I thought the ref counted super fast. I forgot I have playback speed turned up. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, This is arguably one of the worst wrestling matches I have ever seen with my eyes.
That was really good.
This was these poor women. Tony Chimel then goes, in this cadence, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Kelly and Naomi. He gives it nothing behind. The crowd boos.
He was still winded from his dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, that fat bitch. And then we get our second competition of the night. We get Capture the Flag. I thought this was the main. I thought
so did I.
I thought Maxine was the main event. Nope. We got more. We got Rookie Diva Capture the Flag. So there's 5 sets of flags going around the ring. Last one's in the ring. And yeah, these guys start going. First, I just want to throw this out. They go on your mark, get set, go. Everyone false starts except for the real winner of Tough Enough, Oksana. She stays back, probably because she should have
won it from there.
Yeah, she probably didn't understand what was going on there.
She didn't know what Matt Striker said.
But no, I got to assume this was legit. Like, this was a shoot here. Who could actually get Capture the Flag most? Because this is right here when I decided Jamie fucking sucks.
Jamie does
because
suck.
We run down to the ring, and Jamie puts in no effort, doesn't even jump, and just goes, darn! Big Raquel Gonzalez smile on her face. And I'm going, you are working for a job right now. You could not be this nonchalant here. This is real, man. Maxine's taking this shit so serious that 2 months later, she takes a bump outside of the ring. She takes a shoot bump running from one of them back in. She slips over something, and Josh Matthews goes, ooh! And she slides as hard as humanly possible into the barricade. And then Caitlyn gets out. We come down to Naomi and Maxine. And Naomi wins the last of the Capture the Flags. And she cuts a promo, which clearly she was not ready for. And she says she's the best athlete in the competition, which is 1 trillion times true.
Nice.
And then they play the wrong NXT thing because I don't know what the song was that played over the loudspeaker. But then we get what might be the highlight of the night. We get what might be the most egregious bit of ball licking ever to be put on WWE TV because they start promoting Legendary with John Cena, which is a movie that must have come out around this time.
Yeah,
So the movie's in select theaters. Now, it does not take a genius to figure out why this movie is in select theaters. It's because the movie probably sucked, and no theaters wanted this. But I kid you not, these 2 ball lickers, Michael Cole and Josh Matthews, start saying, Josh Matthews goes, for those that have the privilege to have this in their theaters. He goes, it might be hard to find, but it is certainly worth the watch. And Cole says you could be one of the elite few to watch this film. I have never heard of that before.
It's such a good movie that nobody's
going to watch it. But if you watch it, you are among the elite. You are among the 1% of the population that have ever seen this movie. But I don't know. The movie's about Cena trying to train some kid into being a wrestler. All it was a 3-minute hype package of all the other actors who I have not heard of say how great it is to work with John Cena. And that is the end of the package. And then it cuts right into a Jamie hype video where she says she loves weightlifting and hated being a fucking nurse. She did not like that shit at all. She was a nursing major. Did you skip all this, Tommy?
I didn't skip this package. This is the package. That's when I skipped everything after I watched this. I was like, this is it for me. I can't. You
did not miss much. So she's a former ring announcer. She was the ring announcer of the NXT season before. She says it gives her an advantage because it gave the crowd an opportunity to get to know her.
I don't think they knew her at all.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody in there had any idea she was the season 2 ring announcer. These people just wanted to watch Raw or whatever was being taped after this NXT show that they had to sit there and watch. Says she looks up to Trish Stratus. Says she wants to be a role model for both young and old women. Says she is sexy, strong, and unstoppable. Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks,
she is out
Jamie.
first. She lasts 2 more weeks.
Jamie, you fucking
never
suck.
See her again.
Jamie, you suck.
And we never see her again. Then we get the main. Goldust and Oksana against Primo and AJ.
Can I just say, I'm stuck on a frame of the picture of the mixed tag match. Primo's render is god awful. Dude, I don't know who picked this to be his picture when they're doing these promos or advertisements. That's crazy. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you.
The Drip King.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, yeah, big Primo fans here. Thumbs up in the chat for Primo. For whatever reason, Primo and Goldust get no offense in this match. They do not participate in this match at all. It is straight up Oksana versus AJ. There's 4 minutes left in the show when this bell rings. I watched it on YouTube. The video was 45 minutes. The bell rang here at 41. So we had 4 minutes of Oksana.
Also, why is it on the WWE YouTube channel and we can't get anything past 240p? What are we doing?
Because clearly, is this when the comments were off because of the hate that WWE was getting and they started the Stand Up for WWE campaign?
Probably.
They were bullshit.
They
but,
put it on Tout probably too. Back in the day.
Oh,
yeah.
Tout.
Yeah, but Oksana starts doing Hogan moves in the ring. She hits 2 big double shoulder tackles. Then there's the body slam followed by the leg drop. So she loves double E, brother. Big Hogan fan is Oksana. Then they go to do a bulldog. AJ misses it the first time and kicks Oksana, and then Oksana gets right back up. They do the exact same bulldog, and AJ Lee pins her for the finish. And yep, that was the match. The match maybe lasted a minute. This maybe lasted a minute. The show's not over yet, guys. Show is not over yet.
Why didn't Goldust go to break it up? What are we doing?
Because Goldust is an honorable man. He's just happy to be there at this point.
He's like,
he's fresh off that. He's fresh off that Black Rain run in TNA. He's just so glad he can put on the golden black face paint again. And then out comes Vicky Guerrero with Caitlyn. She's got her like I won't make the joke that I was gonna make, but she's got her around the arm, dragging her to the ring, and puts her in the ring, and goes, guys, I've been thinking about this for a while, but Caitlyn, you need to redo that intro. Do the intro over again. Introduce yourself again. And then awesome. Primo gets probably the most mic time he's ever gotten in his career and grabs the microphone and says that Vicky is walking all over AJ's big moment. Oksana and Goldust are gone. They're out of here. They're done. And AJ grabs the microphone and goes, you need to tell... Or what did she say? He says, Vicky, you should go away.
Yeah.
Very CM Punk-esque of AJ Lee, the future AJ Punk. And Caitlyn then goes to attack AJ and hits the one move she presumably knows at this time, which is a power slam. She does not hit her with a punch. She goes straight for the power slam. AJ scoops over the back and pushes Caitlyn into Vicky Guerrero, who speared her, who then screams and punches the floor and gets up and walks out of the ring. AJ and Primo are giggling in the ring, and that's the end of NXT Season 3, Episode 1. If I was the USA Network in 2010, I would be pissed off.
I think it was on Sci-Fi at this point, wasn't it?
Oh, I was going to say, I would say you took Ezekiel Jackson's ECW Championship reign away for this horse shit of the TV show.
I will say, that got a pop out of me. Vicky Guerrero coming down to the ring and saying, you need to introduce yourself one more time.
Do it again. Do it again. So, yep, that's NXT 9/7/2010, Season 3, Episode 1. We are going to certainly watch Season 3, Episode 2 some point, because there is no way me and Tommy are about to be the only two that have sat through this dog shit without making Luke and Shetler sit through this before.
They have to sit through this.
Well, I will say, I don't know what else happens throughout this season. I do know there's this angle with Oksana and Goldust. later on. I know Jamie's out pretty quick. I don't know what else happens.
I like Maxine. I like Maxine.
Is it because you had the TV on mute? Is that why? Were you listening to
it? No, the beginning of her promo wasn't too bad.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, she's.
What's she doing now?
I don't know. She was Mil Muertes' wife in Lucha Underground. She was the best part of Lucha Underground for a while. She was great. But yeah. I mean, Tommy, do you have anything to say about anything on the show?
This was a show. This was a show. That's about it. I think he covered everything. This is like 45 minutes of my life that I'll probably never get back because I had to watch episode 1. But no, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, so let's do a ranking.
This is dead last.
Amongst the 4 episodes
this
that
is dead
watched.
last.
So we watched
dead last.
We watched what did we watch? We watched
Shaniqua.
Shaniqua was episode 1. We checked out the episode that you guys will never see was the Eric Bischoff trial.
Oh, that was such a good one.
Then we watched Batista Thumbs Down, and now we've watched this.
I think it goes in order.
I think I personally would probably flip. I don't know. I mean, the trial was good. Trial. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of it. I mean, it was just a lot to have to sit through because I do take very extensive notes with this because I want to, I don't just want to go, oh, this was a match, move on. Like, I want to try to find little shit that happens throughout or little promo bits or whatever or signs in the crowd. But, that took me probably 2.5 hours to watch. That Bischoff one. Wow. There was so much going on, and I had to write down everything. This took me ridiculously long to do. I watched this after I got out of work on Monday. Oh my god! I watched this instead of Raw. That was a mistake.
Worst mistake of your life, right there.
Maxine cut off her hair.
Did she?
She did.
She's still a triple threat.
Balls?
I don't see a skirt on, so she must not be.
Is she she bald?
She's like
Why are you bald?
No, she's got short blonde hair, like real short.
Really? Like how short? Like mine?
No, like
yours.
This much. That's a lot still.
Hold on, that's a massive amount there, Luke.
That's a massive amount of.
You're damn right. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for sitting through an hour and 28, much like I had to sit through an hour and 28 of NXT. So if you're interested in giving us any feedback, go ahead and email us the email and all the description below. And as for now, we'll see you all very soon. Yeah!